Ugh. Have you considered your cousin? No? Okay. That's fair. Okay, I think we're good to start. Maybe. I'm not. How about now? Okay. No, this I'm just having fun times. Everybody good to start? I ain't seen shit. Did y'all you like that you like this starting soon screen? Ads are the funnest starting soon screens. Yeah, that's such a fun image to make. But like the subscriber thing got all fucked up when I shrunk the logo down. Yeah, it's all fucked. It's not supposed to be like that at all. Actually, what is that even saying? Hold on. That's all borked up. It says something about a layer. Update, ye bitch. This doesn't work, then fuck it. It doesn't look like that's gonna work. Oh well, we're going live. Da 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 da. Everything's broken. Awesome.
I love how you don't change a damn thing and then suddenly everything's just shattered.
Yeah, well, so like this time, the issue was I got a new router, and for whatever reason, OBS had my old IP address bound to Twitch. So I essentially had to unbind everything, re-sign into Twitch, go through all the re-authentication and all that bullshit. But that was the last thing I tried, obviously. So, like, I fucking updated my computer and, you know, put a few new holes in the wall.
Got dragged away by Mars for a second and then had to run back.
That did happen, actually. That happened at 9:16.
I knew it.
Now Brittany's out there. She, I tagged her in.
Listen, Mars is a good baby. Just a needy baby.
I agree. That's why I tolerate it. Not it meaning her, it meaning the behavior. Alright, so while I fix everything, who wants to do a recap? Is Adam, you fell off again. Hold on, let me bring you back into
John,
the
you're
throw.
doing recap.
Who that? John Eaton.
I don't recall your last name being Eaton.
Did I eat dinner?
If you have to ask, probably not.
At all.
I think
I
I
don't think
did.
you understand how intense ADHD works.
I'm pretty sure I ate dinner.
And that could be yesterday's dinner you're remembering, because that's just how it fucking works.
I came home and I ate. I know that. I don't know if it was enough to hold me over for the
Snack
night.
or, yeah. Maybe go
You
fetch a
know,
sneaky
Go
snack to
eat
hang out
more.
by the...
you know what you can do? Don't fucking worry about it. And if you get hungry, then you can eat.
And I will. Because you know what? I have snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah, see?
I was gonna say, just make sure you have a snack beside you so you don't have to, like, be like, I have to scamper off for some food. I
Okay.
need nourishment.
So, recap. Gave me enough time to delay of getting my recap set up.
Good job.
This is 51.
This is 51.
Okay. We start off with Nell obliterating Esmeralda.
Sorry.
And then Desmond draws their gun on Nell. Who grabs? I think it's Roderick. Runs to grab the pouch from Nell's gold pouch. While I revivify.
Roderick did, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Someone did, because Thrain didn't move. And then Desmond ends up taking the gem from Nell's armor or shield.
Armor.
Armor. Okay.
That's right, I have to lower my
No, you don't do
AC
anything.
now.
You don't do anything. I had that as an effect on you, and I disabled that effect. I
The
got
effect is
you.
on me now.
It is.
You went, fuck you, now I'm better.
Then we have a whole conversation on the fuck was that? Why'd you do that? Are you okay, Esmeralda? You need to stop dying. You're costing too much money. Then we decide we're going to Sea Bluff. And we're going to pray for guidance, and Nell's going to pray to Doriel. Roderick is going to pray to the cookie goddess, as he so said, nicely said it. And yeah, everybody doing some praying. And then as we're exiting the forest, Roderick hears a voice calling out to him. Ends up being a sword stuck in a tree. His name is Guide. He's annoying.
Wow.
Hold on. I think he's great.
In
guy's
Thrain's
said, like,
eyes, Thrain's already annoyed by him.
The guy's
Wow.
done nothing but been positive towards us.
Right.
You fucking positive ass. Fuck out of here.
Come on.
See? Exactly my feelings for Karlak.
Too much positivity for the bullshit we're in.
Exactly. Thank you.
Then we make it to the village. The village. Where we bought a boat last time. And the guy remembers us. And he asked us to go fishing for them in order to recoup the money. or recoup the losses they would have from being down a boat that takes 2 weeks to make. I think it was. And the fishing goes, well, it goes for 3 hours. And we get 7 fish and a pound of berries. A couple of them are pre-cooked. Then we start rowing across the water. After we end up taking a boat because they more the well, did that guy have a name? I don't remember.
You guys never asked.
Well, where the guy just told us, we appreciate you actually coming and experiencing the life that we live. Take the boat, more it's a canoe. And Nell is shaking it like a leaf as we're rowing across. And so Nell doesn't get a paddle. And we take shifts, 2 rowing, 2 sleeping, back and forth, and we takes us still 2 days to get across the water. Quillwise was a little bewildered by that, but besides the point, we are staying at the images. Brain died. We are in Sea Bluff.
The
Sea
spin?
Bluff. Hey, there it is. Sea Bluff. The How do you pronounce that, Cliff?
Oh, the inn that you're in?
Yeah.
Shit. It is called.
It is a spinner. Something spinner. I did.
Yeah.
Just call it the spinner.
I have to pull up the map. Actually, I don't have that one open.
Avreet Lithars.
Why did you do this?
He just
No,
punched the fucking keyboard and was like, it's perfect.
It's the Avrilithar. Avrilithar spinner. And it's named that because there's a reason that it's named that. So fuck you.
Why? Why'd you name it Avrilithar?
Avrilithar spinner. Because it's named after Avrilithar.
Why would you name someone that?
Because I liked the way it sounded at the time.
Okay.
Why did you name your horse what you named your horse?
Because
Checkmate.
I looked up how to do Elvish, and her name is River of Fog.
We get to the spinner, and we get told we're at the penthouse suite, which is pretty much the whole top floor. Nell's mom embraces Nell with a hug and emotions and stuff, and we go about our night. Roderick goes to a brothel after a referral from Quillwise. Esmeralda works on her cartography skills. Roderick then goes to the Church of Brena that's in the morning. And we we meet the new recruits. Where'd the names go? I just had the names.
There's only one new recruit.
Yeah.
It's okay, we
He's
just
not a
dunked
poor-
on him the whole time.
He's
Yeah,
not
fucked
poor.
up.
He's not gonna last long.
Yeah.
Shame.
We completely show him why we're not recruits anymore. The nice way. And he completely embarrasses himself with his bow. And then we have the meeting about the Crown of Fiends, the runes. And yeah. The hag has one of them that we had, so now we only have 3 instead of 4. The whole situation that happened. We explained the whole situation. The past 3 months feels like to Quillwise. Then we start talking about the ongoing quest to find more of the rings, and one is approximately 500 feet in the water. Yeah. And we start heading after it. I think that's where we ended it.
And
Now
then
we in the streets, and somebody's like, "It's her. She's here. It's Morgan the Mad."
Oh, right. Yeah.
what's the point of doing cliffhangers if you don't remember the cliffhangers?
Been
A
a
really
while.
long week that I don't remember any of the session.
You sound salty.
I am. I'm a little salty. I'm more salty over Megan questioning our reality
I mean, would you prefer questioning or Claire's way of renaming every single thing that you came up with?
Listen,
neither.
as the proud minter of fish goblins, I think I do a little of that too. Fish
Good old
goblins.
fish goblins.
Refuse to call them that still. Remember, we got an actual name for them, and I called them that. I was the only one to call them by their actual name.
They probably appreciated that.
Right, that's why I never got attacked.
I see little hands in the back. Cute little kitty.
Oh,
So yeah, so that's where we left off at, and that's where we will pick it up from. So how you all choose to continue here is up to you, but you're leaving the inn, and as you're in the streets, you see this crowd gathering, and there's a loud commotion at the front gates, and then you hear someone say exactly what Megan said. Is it true? They're really here? Is it Morgan the Mad?
would I have had any experiences with Morgan the Mad?
You personally know. You know of them, and you know of the adventurers just for like, like a sect of them came to Numpton when you were still there, but you didn't see like the full might of that group or anything, nor her. But you did hear about her as she's been in Amethil for roughly 25 years or so, and she's made a reputation for herself.
Okay.
Everybody who is from Amethil, feel free to you can give me a history check if you want.
Then
Sure, why not?
okay. But oh, that's right. I'm just next to Nell. Is that why I had the +3?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, or protection.
I mean, everybody would be next to me anyways. We're walking together. So.
Yeah, I'm just like, is that why? Okay, that's why. Yeah.
Um.
Kind of just do a double take, like what? That's a travel.
Yeah. So, Thrain, you would know that she's the leader of the adventurers from Amethil, and that that group in general has a reputation of being rowdy. Most of the time, it's like a axe first, ask questions later type approach. And you've had your personal your personal issues with them at this point, but never with her herself. Now you would know that that Morgan arrived about 25 years ago to Amethil as one of the adventurers of Amethil, not the leader. And she actually gained the title of that by defeating the previous leader in martial combat to the death. She has a very, very strict, like, survival of the fittest mindset. And that's why the group has changed over the years from it being more of a, like, sportsman type fighting to a fight to the death type
Banditry.
approach. Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, if you were strong enough, you should be able to defend yourself. So if we take something from you, that's your own fault for not being strong enough type mentality.
Get good.
Yeah, basically. And Roderick, you would know that there's a large crowd that's gathered ahead and they're talking about stuff.
And you would see Thrain do a double take. Well, you'd perceive Thrain doing a double take.
You would sense it.
He just fucking knows.
Oh, casually stroll over to see what the fuss is about.
We should probably stay on task of getting this rune while we know where it is.
And Thrain, I will say that the sense that you have of where the item is not in that direction. That just happens to be the direction you're facing as you walk out. But it definitely looks more like it is on like the northeastern side of the city, like off the docks.
So, do you have the map open?
Nope, but I can.
Let me know.
That's not what I wanted to open. Okay. I have it open.
So, like, up in this area?
Yes. Around.
Okay.
Well, you don't know exactly, but yeah, in that general region.
Vicinity, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
And I guess for everyone's sake here, if this wants to comply, that would be phenomenal.
Do we have music?
No, probably not.
About to say, I don't hear any.
You guys, I'm limping along here, okay? Give me a fucking break. I'm
No,
trying.
I don't even have the thing open. That's why I was wondering if I...
Yeah. It's your fault, not mine. I don't have it planned. All right. Yeah, and for the sake of showing on screen here too, around this area is where you're getting the pinging from.
Okay.
There's some good sound effects.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. And walking out the gate, and the crowd is what's at the gate.
Yeah, so the crowd would be at just the front. Not that. I don't know why I did that. The crowd's out here.
So I didn't realize there was a gate right there. Okay. All right. If it's underwater, I doubt it's gonna go anywhere anytime soon.
Well, we've discussed that if the Hag Countess did acquire the book, then she would know as soon as we did.
Desmond's gonna keep walking in the direction that the group was walking, and if the group looks like they're turning or anything like that, he's gonna say, "We have a task. We do this first."
Yeah, Mel wasn't doing anything but walking where Thrain had pointed originally.
Oh, fine. Hands in his pockets. He just goes back to filing and lying.
And I'll just start walking off. Pretty much to do through here. Is there really a way through besides going all the way up or along the beach?
Yeah, I mean, you could cut through any of the homes there. Like there's a lot of like footpaths you would see that lead towards the dock areas. That's like the most traveled area.
Okay. Yeah. I'll head up to, and then I'll head along the docks all the way up to about here.
Yeah. So as you start walking along the docks, you see you could see the sort of burning orange image of the rune, and as you're walking along the docks, you notice that it's right around here that you see it.
Like on the ground? Like in the ground, not the water, technically, quote unquote.
Yes.
Okay.
Still lower though, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So
Great.
you'll see me walk up and just stare straight down.
Underground again?
Either that or the water curves in. Either underground or underwater. Or right here. Did it look like it was moving or just I was getting a better lock on it?
Well, I mean, you just walked across a whole fucking city. But it
Well,
does
like,
not it does not appear to be moving really now.
Okay.
Give me a perception roll.
No.
Yeah. You followed it. It looks like it's in the same spot it was the whole time, and it is.
Down.
What do you? You'd probably say a couple 100 feet below you.
If I were to look around, is there any like manhole covers nearby to suggest that there could be a sewer system that it might be somehow within?
Great question. Give me an investigation roll.
Investigation, not perception. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Oh Lord.
There does not appear to be any sort of sewer system or anything that you do see. Though you do notice that that the ground in this area seems newer than the ground even just slightly up the way from where you guys were, like even around like this area. Give me a history check with advantage, Nell. Good thing you had that advantage. So you would know that about 20 or so years ago, actually, sorry, longer than that. It was about 50 or so years ago that one of the last public sightings of Vardrak happened in Sea Bluff. And during that time, there was an event that happened, and the details are a little mixed depending on who you speak to, but the overall concise message you know of was there was some terrible monster that was summoned here, and Vardrak wasn't able to even put a dent in it. Like it was immune to everything that he threw at it. And during this scuffle, this part of the city was destroyed, and a lot of it crumbled into the lake below, including this area where you're standing at.
Nell's just looking around, surveying like the edges of it. and then looking back out at the lake and goes, like 50 or 70 years ago, there was a battle here with a large monster, and this portion of the city ended up being destroyed in the process and had to be rebuilt. Most of the city that was here, the area of the city that was here, fell into the lake itself.
So, was this like a huge war or something? Like,
Yeah. It's actually one of just this extraplanar monster that came through, and the king tried to fight it, but he couldn't really put a dent in it. I don't remember how the battle ended, but I know it wasn't an easy one. But that is actually the battle that kind of pushed me towards my oath.
I sure as hell put a dent in this city. Huh. That monster's, I'm assuming by everyone just kind of being real casual, like that monster's gone though, right?
Well, Cliff.
Um,
No, that's Fred. He's the mayor now.
Yeah, he got the job at the tavern.
He's just there cleaning a fucking mug out. For 22. So you don't, even with a 22, you don't know what happened with it. You know that the battle lasted for quite some time within the city, and again, part of the city got destroyed. The city wall was destroyed as Vardrak led this thing out into the northern fields, and almost as quickly as it began, it ended. Once he was out of the city, there was kind of just an awkward silence that happened, and you at least don't know whatever happened with it, other than there was a great calamity and then it was done. And not too long thereafter is when Dracarius blept.
So, no, it's gone, but nobody really truly knows how that ended. There's been a lot of different stories. Vardrak led it out of the city to the north, and then it was gone, nearly in the same way as it seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. And shortly after that is when we lost Dracarius. I've never really put two and two together that this giant creature blinked in and out of the plane, and then so did Dracarius.
All right, not our problem. Cool.
Just a thought.
Desmond's gonna go walk to the docks and stare into the water, around here.
Okay.
Is there anything besides just an incline that goes down?
Give me a perception roll.
Stay away from
While
that
you're
water.
doing that, when we had stopped, I had said I got it in.
God damn it.
Wow.
What'd you say, Christina?
I've been in the water this whole time.
You've been in the water?
Mm-hmm.
When did this happen?
I think you were muted when you said that.
Mm-mm.
Well, all
Did
of us.
anybody hear this?
Adam
No.
started talking.
Fucking Adam.
Well, Adam's.
You say
Adam's
this,
muted.
Christina, but your like audio's coming in way louder than everyone else's. I'm pretty sure we would have heard you over anyone else.
We would have noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't muted because I made sure I muted myself.
Do me a favor. Put yourself in the water where you think that you went in at.
I
You
feel
said
like
we were here, right? How do I?
right here, right at this corner.
Hold on.
Uh,
How do I ping? God damn it.
Ping.
do you have a separate mouse for that or no?
No.
You need to get one.
You use
With
a
the little-
trackpad? Oh.
Hey,
You want me to
that's how-
Amazon you one? I can get it there by tomorrow.
Right.
You could probably where she is. You could probably have it there in like 20 minutes.
Where my brother lives, it's $120 extra just to ship anything to their house.
With Amazon?
That's why my brother ships
Is he
it
on
to
like a
my
fucking
parents'
island or some shit?
Basically.
mountain.
Upside
Sky
down
Island.
A skyland.
Middle of nowhere.
You can hit me. I deserve that.
Floating isle. She's an etheria.
Desmond, as you're standing there, you notice that maybe about 10 or 15 feet off the shoreline, that it just kind of juts down, like there's a steep drop off, and then as you're trying to figure out like what you're seeing down there, you're immediately distracted by Esmeralda in the water.
Desmond's like leaning forward, like hands behind his back, and sees Esmeralda and just stops and stands up straight and just stares at her.
Is there anybody else in the water?
Like
Or the only...
swimmers or anything?
Yeah.
No. Like, so this is a commercial dock, so like big fucking ships. So no, not a lot of people in the water. In fact, Esmeralda, as you're in the water for a moment, you'll have some like a boatswain kind of walk down the pier, and he's like, miss, you may want to be careful. There's a bad undertow here. Not to mention, over the last few days, there's been a few bodies that have popped up. You don't want to get caught in that.
What do you mean a few bodies that have popped up?
What's Ez doing? What's Esmeralda doing? In
She's
response.
gonna nod her head at him, and I can't really see currents in the water.
Cliff.
Like I'm not going in the water. I'm just kind of like floating there for right now,
Okay.
trying to like take a look around to see if I see any like
Not
underwater
under
caves or
the
anything.
water yet. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be your choice in a second.
Cliff, was there a response to that? You're muted.
I'm talking this whole fucking time. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure Christina had a chance to talk. But yeah, so when you say that, he goes, yeah, couple of fellas wearing matching robes were found off the northern shore a little bit. Must have came together somewhere down the lake and boat tipped. I assume they were together. They had matching outfits.
Just give a
color were
very
the
vague,
robes?
very vague description, like the color of the robes, any other a match the cultist.
He kind of gives you like a nonchalant answer, like just non-committal. Heard they were matching. I didn't personally find the bodies.
Look at now.
I think that
I'm not gonna say anything. Just
Yeah.
look at you.
to be on the safer side, we assume.
Okay. Let's head
Roderick.
back.
No, Roderick.
Mm-hmm.
You have the rune that deals with the elements. Activate it. Set us a path.
Wait, the Bernie stones, you want us to use them?
Nell has the fire one. You have the one for the elements.
I thought
Or am I
had
getting that
storm.
mixed around?
I have the storm.
Oh.
Do you have the storm one?
I could have sworn I had the storm.
Okay, then this is
Okay,
directed
well,
at you.
Since I'm reading the map, do I roll perception to check to see if I see any underwater caves?
Sure, you can do that.
Cliff, do we
Yeah.
have these as actual items that we have in our inventories, or are these just something that we got to keep track of?
I mean, I guess I could make them actual items. I don't like your
That
tone
would be
there.
useful.
My brain isn't good enough to keep track of these items.
I like that tone that you said that. Said that very presumptively. Or do we just gotta keep track of them?
All right.
My brain isn't going to keep track of them. Is the issue.
Yeah, I can do that. So I don't get that tone from you.
Right.
I mean, you see how my memory is. I forget your cliffhangers.
Uh huh. Nice cover up. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can add those. So Esmeralda, with the 12, if you like put your face under the water for a moment and sort of peer down, you could see these scars that are kind of carved through. And there's a few areas where there's these really, really low shelves that dip in these like underwater like caverns, and some of them cut underneath the shoreline that you're at. Give me a nature roll. So before you do that, would you say in your studies that you would study like events that happen on the material plane? Or would your like education be centric to just Shadowfell shit?
If you're responding, you're muted.
No, I was thinking. I feel like I would have been taught prior to going a good portion. Yeah.
Okay. Then if you want to, go ahead and give me a nature roll. That's all the information that you are able to receive from this.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let them know what I DC once I pop my head back up.
Of course it's under the water. Of course it's under the water.
Thought you just had a
Esmeralda
problem.
is gonna give Nell a like questioning look.
I don't do too well with deep open water. Sure, you noticed on the canoe I was kind of useless.
There's a rune that deals with elemental magic. Make it so we don't have to deal with the water. We're wasting time.
Go walk up to the edge of the dock and peer down into the water and see if I can exert the rune to shape the water and kind of like part it straight down to the bottom if that's possible. Just testing it.
I'm gonna. Before you do that, are we sure it's actually under the water? Considering I can see it beneath me here, standing on the middle of the dock over the land.
You have elemental. We can go through the water, or you can make a big hole in the center of the city.
Is
On
center a good idea?
official Eclipsean Order business.
Shouldn't we notify someone that we're doing this?
I mean, if they walk up, we'll notify them then.
Okay.
Does it have to be that big? You just saw it in the water.
we have a
So Nell
phrase.
still tried to see if they could
Yep.
shape the water and like push it down in a way to like almost like make a tube of air down there.
Yep. Give me an Arcana roll, please.
Oh jeez.
Oh, that was
Okay. That was
Mm.
scary.
I wanted to create either way. I wanted to see what would have happened.
So as you're peering into the water and you grab this rune, you hold it and you start to focus on creating a pillar of the water parting, and you start feeling the crackle of electrical energy in your hand, and all of a sudden you start seeing waves just Esmeralda, please give me an athletics roll at disadvantage.
Oh no!
That or shatter poof out the water.
You said acrobatics?
Athletics, please, at disadvantage.
Athletic.
All right. You start seeing these waves getting bigger and bigger, boof, boof, and then all of a sudden you see Esmeralda just go.
Thrain, how much gold you got?
Now you start seeing this giant whirlpool start to form right in front of the docks, and you start seeing.
Stopping.
Okay. You start
There's
seeing.
a whirlpool and Esmeralda got sucked under. I'm not gonna continue.
You start seeing this whirlpool forming. You start seeing the sky overhead getting dark, and all of a sudden you start seeing some of the smaller boats being pulled towards this whirlpool as you cut the magic. And as it does, you see the swirl slowly start to stop. The boats kind of rock to a standstill. There's no Esmeralda popping back up.
Shit.
Who's gonna need a body to bring back? It's the issue.
Somebody jump in.
Can I push Nell in for fucking saying that?
You can try to for sure.
Somebody do something.
Call the police.
Oh, okay.
Roger looks
Okay.
down at Guide. Should we?
It's what a hero would do.
All right, even though she threw you earlier, I guess. Roderick tosses off his hat, drops his coat, dives in.
All
How
right.
does the sword react to that?
It's like, yeah! You guys hear it? Yeah! Blah, blah.
I'm drinking one of my transformation potions, and I'm gonna like sit on the edge of the dock and just scoop myself in.
Scoots in gradually.
Right?
I'm just gonna
Pacing.
sit here. I'm a get ready to pull someone out of the water and heal, because I feel like I'm gonna sink like a rock in my armor.
Yeah, I've got full plate on, and I don't swim well.
Now we
And I'm
have
afraid of water.
more people
That's
drowning.
why Nell didn't go in. It wasn't gonna work out.
Desmond, are you doing the potion that gives you gills and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Thrain, you going in or no?
No.
Okay. All right, Roderick, you dive under. Give me a perception roll real quick.
Ooh. Roderick's a perfect person to be going down there to grab them. Wouldn't he have advantage?
He would not have advantage in this sense. I
No?
think that blind sense would actually probably be really fucking hard to maintain underwater. Because all the things that you would use for blind sense would be nullified. You can't use sound because the sound's muffled. You can't use like vibrations. So
Okay, so this is the first time he's been like submerged with the blindfold on. If he notices this is becoming a detriment, I say he swaps the blindfold, drops the visor.
goggles on.
Damn right.
He got the swim goggles now.
And
Shit.
he will turn on the thermal vision.
Okay. So with the 18, you jump in the water and like all of a sudden like your blind sense, you're seeing everything on the docks. You're like hearing like the gulls cawing off in the distance, and you're like seeing the boats rocking, and like as soon as you hit the water, all of a sudden it's just complete darkness, and all of a sudden you just hear like the of the underwater, and like in a panic you sort of pull the blindfold off as you scamper for your goggles and pull them down, and for a second it's like underneath you is just like pitch black, and you hit the infrared, and all of a sudden you hear the as everything underneath lights up, and you start seeing some schools of fish, and you see a vaguely Esmeralda shaped being at this point probably about 50 or so feet below you. And the way that their body is kind of moving right now, you actually give me an intelligence roll.
No problem. No, we going straight into it, and not a save, right?
Nope, not a save. Just a.
Okay.
The way that her body is kind of being pulled right now, you assume that she got caught in the undertow, and she is being pulled downward.
Okay.
And with that 9 athletics roll that you rolled, the shock of hitting the water and all your senses being numbed kind of fuck you up for a moment as you try to like get yourself situated first, and you lose all the momentum of that dive that you had into the water. So like you're starting out fresh, trying to get down now.
Okay.
What's the game plan here? You just gonna go swimming straight down for her, or?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna go right for it because oxygen is going to be a factor here.
Esmeralda, can I please have a con save?
It's fine. No one's ever died at these specific docks before.
That's when you say you went to go look over the edge. I'm like, Desmond.
I think that's exactly what I said when Desmond went over there. He was just looking, and then something jumped out at him.
Roderick says Desmond for some reason, doesn't even know who it is. Like, what? Yeah, so you start swimming downward. Roderick, can I please have a strength save DC 14 to see if you can battle the undertow. Okay. So you dive down and you start swimming towards Esmeralda. And all of a sudden, you feel this tug on your body as you're going like this, and your body kind of juts forward a little bit, and you feel yourself being pulled down. And like as you're trying to like guide yourself the way that you want to go, you're feeling yourself being pulled against your will. Serendipitously, you are heading in the direction of Esmeralda.
Yeah.
But it is not of your own volition at this moment.
Yeah.
Fucking Sin just walked away.
I'm here. What's up?
So, Desmond, you see Roderick dive in, you drink your potion, you put your flip-flops on, scoot to the edge, dip your toes in the water. Give me a perception roll, please. Does your transformation give you like underwater vision too?
I don't know. It's just the alter self spell.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what that all entails. Aquatic adaptation. You adapt your body to an aquatic environment, sprouting gills and growing webbing between your fingers. You can breathe underwater and gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. Okay, so no advantage on the perception, just straight perception roll.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So by the time you make it into the water, you see at this point Roderick probably about 50 to 70 feet below you. And you see him swimming, but like his body language is giving you mixed feelings about this. Give me a intelligence check. Yeah, he looks like he's having a hard time swimming under there right now. You don't quite put two and two together about any sort of undertow, though.
I guess I'm gonna like full movement and dash in their direction.
Okay. Yeah, so you go ahead and give me a strength save with advantage, DC 14. Okay. So you start pushing yourself down, and with these new webbings that you have on your feet and hands, you start noticing you gliding through the water effortlessly. And as you get about 25 or so feet down, you feel the undertow grab you. And then it clicks to you why Roderick was swimming so strange. And you sort of put yourself in a torpedo and use the momentum of the undercurrent to guide yourself down as you make way on Roderick. Esmeralda, can I please have another con save? And Roderick, can I have a con save, please?
Con save.
I think
God
25 is
damn.
okay.
Decent.
Oh no. Esmeralda died.
They got like 15 seconds underwater time before Nell's like, up with water, basically.
15 seconds? That's it?
Okay, not 15, 30. I will give them 30
Doom!
seconds before Nell panics.
Pew, pew,
Oh,
pew,
wow.
pew, pew. All right. Give me a confirmation of that 20, please. All right. all three of you, can you please give me perception rolls?
Is the thermal vision giving me any sort of advantage on this?
On this one, it would actually give you disadvantage, but just roll it flat.
Okay.
Look up at the sun.
This makes perfect sense. Esmeralda got yeeted under the water and is in like full tailspin, like drifting down, whereas Roderick and Desmond at least have some sort of monicum of control. Both of you notice that the undertow is pulling you into this sort of underground cavern, and in the top there's this alcove of rocks. Enlarged in between there is half of a human body, the upper half, and oh, you both rolled 23s. No shit. And you both notice that it is definitely wearing something very similar to what the cultists wear. Up on the surface, Thrain, now, both of you have seen Esmeralda go, and then Roderick jump in, and then soon thereafter, Desmond lower himself in. And it has been, we'll say at this point, the point of panic Nell said is 30 seconds. We will say it's definitely been at this point 30 seconds. So, what is y'all's doings?
Attempt to reverse current up!
Is that a good idea? Is that say you trying to do something like that?
Yeah. I mean, Nell would probably do more of a, what if I pull the current up?
What if they get caught on a rock? I don't think that's
If
the
we
best
do nothing,
idea.
I don't see anything else good happening. What do you propose we do?
Sin transformed into fish thing. He can breathe and will likely be able to swim back up to the surface without issue. Give it time. Is all. What else can we do? Unless you're jumping in. I don't think you are though. Give it another 30 seconds. Then I'll start to worry.
Back to pacing.
I've seen those things do catastrophic things. I don't want to risk accidentally hurting them if they're okay. Muted.
At this point, people from the pier are starting to move down towards your guys' direction. And, you see them, like, sort of looking on and, like, are your friends okay?
That is yet to be seen.
And at this point, like, just more people are starting to amass, but no one's doing anything just yet. Esmeralda, can I please have a athletics roll at disadvantage? Try to see if you can regain control a little bit.
I'm so sorry, Christina. My character's always fucking shit up for yours.
Wow, that double sixes.
Esmeralda, can I please have a con save?
Even after that nat 20, them get extra time.
Ooh, that was dancing on that one, bro.
My heart just almost flew out of my mouth. I was like, I've killed her again!
Megan froed up. Roderick, can I please have an athletics roll?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I please have a con save?
Con. Wow, these rolls are impeccable.
Roderick, you have... You are starting drowning, meaning you have 3 minutes until death.
Okay.
I know minutes are abstract at this point, but
I was gonna say, like, are we doing the 6-second turns or like how's this? Like, I got plenty then.
yeah, you got 3 minutes. Drowning in D&D is stupid. So, Esmeralda, you try gaining control and just find yourself kind of getting caught in a tailspin almost. And you notice your body is now beginning to like whirl around as you're getting pulled deeper into this trench. Roderick, you see Esmeralda begin spinning like a top underwater almost, which gives you a little bit of a panic as you try to push a little bit harder. And in doing so, you find yourself getting caught in the same type of a spin, which makes you panic a little bit. And as you panic, you let out more of a breath than you anticipated. And you now find yourself with your lungs empty, and you're starting to get that burn like you need to breathe in. Desmond, you start seeing Roderick begin tail spinning a little bit as you're sort of torpedoing down towards him. What's your game plan?
Fucking people.
I don't think this is the appropriate time for that.
Cool, I can fly.
They come flying out of the water.
You could fly 3 times slower than you can swim.
Okay. So swimming forward at Roderick, as he's swimming, one hand goes to his belt, pulls up one of his empty vials, cups his hand over it, expends some of his magical energy, shakes it up a bit, and makes another one of his transformation potions. And he's going to try to like grip Roderick as he swims past him, place it in his hand, and let go and keep going after Esmeralda.
Muted.
Roderick, as you find yourself beginning to spin out of control, you feel a hand on you for a moment, and you sort of turn and see Desmond, who has sprouted gills on the side of his face. And with these large webbed hands, he hands you this glowing green vial as he stabilizes your tailspin, just gives you a nod, and then torpedoes away from you deeper towards Esmeralda.
All right, so
Gonna use Roderick to kick myself off towards her.
yeah, without hesitation, he's going to attempt to drink this. Underwater.
Don't worry about any air. Don't worry about losing any air. Take it in some water. Just make sure you get the potion down. Get that potion down. Everything will be good afterwards.
I'm not sure how he explains that to you, but he just gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, this web weird hand.
Yeah, so he puts the potion in your hand. You manage to, I don't even know how you would do that. Like pop the top off and cork it with your thumb and sort of push it in your mouth.
Literally in one motion, pop the cork off, and it's just. He's gonna see if he can get this to work.
Yeah, so you do that, and you taste this kind of salty, briny liquid in your mouth for a moment, and as you choke it down with like this panic, all of a sudden you feel this strange sensation on your neck, and then all of a sudden you're like, and you're breathing just fine.
Okay. And how, like, as he looks back down, like, general distance between him and Esmeralda at this point?
Between the two of you, there's probably about 40, 50 feet. And somewhere between the two of you is is Desmond. And Desmond is sort of like just like swimming torpedo style, like arms straight out and just using the current of the undertow to propel him further.
Did I fucking transform too, or is that just Gills?
No, you transformed too.
Okay.
You don't know that, but you did.
All right. So
He is looking down, so he is wearing shoes.
Well, I mean, if his hands are out in front of him, like he would notice, like as he like catches himself for a moment, that like all of a sudden you have these weird webbed hands now too.
all right. So he is gonna go back into a dive then, and as he's diving, he is going to summon his echo max distance in front of him. So probably like
30
maybe
feet.
appears next to Desmond, I would say.
Okay.
So that they can both hopefully get there in time. So Roderick, Echo, and Desmond, everyone diving.
Okay. Cool. You all are at a point right now where most of the surface light is gone. There's faint light kind of shining in at an angle as you all descend further underneath where the docks were at. And at this point, you're probably a good 150 feet below the surface. You see Esmeralda as she's spinning. She hits against the wall and is dragged for a second. And as she like puts her hand out, she grabs the wall for a moment, and you see her body kind of dip backwards around like a pillar, and you both lose sight of her for a moment. As you both swim around this pillar, you break out of the undertow, and you can kind of see the current continue over as it gets pulled deeper down into this trench. And from where you are all at right now, there's this small jut, like underwater cove that breaks out. And just above you, about 20 or so feet, you can see a faint, like pinkish orange light shimmering through the water.
With my heat vision, am I able to like see at least like a trail left by her body heat, even if it's faint, of which direction she
you guys caught up with her.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you broke out of the current here, you're in this small little pocket where the water is stable. You could see the current continuing on, and then above where you're at, you could see what appears to be like a pool or an exit to the water above you, and there's like a faint.
There's some sort of surface there.
Yeah. And you see like a faint like pink light coming through it. But you guys caught up with Esmeralda. She is still like underwater and drowning. But but you guys caught up with her, so that's the important thing.
All right. And I will assist Desmond, or he assists me in trying to grab her and stabilize her.
You guys can do that fairly easily. There's no roll or anything needed for that. Like now that you're out of that undertow, it's just basically like grabbing someone underwater.
Right.
Above us in this cove, does it look like there's a place to break water, or
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get Esmeralda's arm in one of my arms and start swimming upwards.
Okay.
Roderick's Echo is following his lead, and
Okay.
Roderick is following behind them.
And just
So-
because I'm a dick, Esmeralda, can I have one more con save?
So Desmond on one
No.
side, Echo on the other side, Roderick like pushing her feet.
Well, if everybody was still swimming max pace, then he is still like 30 feet, just still trying to stay within range.
All right. So you all start swimming to the surface. Esmeralda, you have now been we'll call it wrangled by the other two. And you're no longer in a tailspin or anything like that. Back up at the surface, Threll and Nain. Threll and Nain.
Is Threll our ship name?
I love it.
Ship it.
Threll and Nain.
Name.
At this part, at this point, it has been over a minute now, and you have seen none of your comrades resurface. And an even larger crowd has started to gather around now as the worry on your faces intensifies.
Do what you got to do now. See if it works.
Of course, now that they have it figured out, right? It's that or you cast sending to see if they actually need us. And if he doesn't look like he's instantly thinking that's a good idea, then they're going to start doing the thing.
I'm sorry I had to scroll to see if I had it prepared. We're in
Not
Sea Bluff. I
exactly.
don't need to have it repaired anymore, but I luckily do. So yeah, he's like, yeah. Right. And Desmond, are you okay?
Why are you talking
Do
like that? Right?
you
How's your mama?
need one of us to come get you? Good enough. Less than 25, I know that.
Dang, only offered to come get Desmond? Dang, that's how it is, man.
Sword disapproves. What?
I still prefer to think of its name as Guy and not Guide.
You are free to call it whatever you want. I'll say that you get this message, Desmond, right around the time that you hand off the potion to Roderick, and before you make it to Esmeralda is when you would get this, the message in your head from Thrain.
Okay. So, hands off, grabs onto Roderick, hands it off, pauses for a second while he gets the message, kicks off of Roderick, goes to Esmeralda, and messaging back or sending back to Thrain. I'm handling it. Of course, I'm handling it. Going to find some place to get Esmeralda air, or at least let her breathe.
Didn't answer the question. Okay. Oh, 3. Yes. Okay. Desmond says
How many
he's
messages?
handling it.
How many words? I think.
Yeah.
25.
25.
Wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Love the background scene.
He's on an adventure.
Desmond says he's handling it.
Pause. 2 words. Don't follow.
As I hear you say that, or the first part, Desmond says he's handling. Pause. I get the pause as you said. Don't follow. Desmond said he's handling it and not to follow.
Okay.
And I'm sure that Nell's completely fine now.
Still nervous, but relieved that they don't have to dive in, at least at this very fucking moment.
Meow.
Wittle meow meow.
That was a big one, though.
All right. So, as back underneath, as you all grab Esmeralda and you pop your head up, or you swim up into this this sort of basin and pop your head out of it. You find yourself in this cave, very, very dark cave, dimly lit by this coral that lines the wall that's glowing in this sort of pink color. And you see a couple other bioluminescent plants that are glowing in like a faint orange and yellow on the wall. All 3 of you feel free to give me a perception roll, please.
Yeah,
And if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's fine. All 3 of you notice that on the ground in front of you, so the ground in front of you, there's kind of this rocky surface. It looks like it's been eroded away, and there's some puddles that's still wet in front of you. And you notice 2 dead cultists. One of them is completely severed in half, and the other one is
it
just
the
kind of.
lower half of the first guy?
It is not. It is not the other half of the first guy.
Oh,
Both halves are there. They're just not touching. And the second body is sitting up against the wall, just kind of slumped down. And Esmeralda and Desmond, you both notice that to the right of the one severed in half, there appears to be a trail of liquid, which you can only assume is blood, being dragged off to this staircase that's sort of spiraling up to the right. A natural staircase, not like a man-made one. Just a kind of escalating rocks. You see the red kind of being dragged up the side there. Desmond, you notice off to the left, there's a shelf that's probably about 20 or so feet above where you guys are at. And you see something up there with yellow eyes peering down. And as soon as it notices you notice it, you see it scuttle back. It doesn't look like a cultist.
Are we like on ground now?
You're still in this pool, I would say. But there is ground you can get onto if you want to. But I would say that you all are just now emerging out of this pool in this underwater dry dock. Shit, what do they call those?
like an air reservoir? I don't
Yeah,
know.
something like that. There's an actual name for it, and I can't think what it is right now.
We got a
So
pocket of air, and you're in there.
Yeah.
Desmond will like not the dash action, but like dash to the land, and as soon as he touches land, get on his feet and pulls out his weapon and like looks in a direction looking for where this thing went.
As you pull a weapon, you start hearing this clicking sound, just echoing from all over the cavern around you. And you hear a voice in common say, "I would lower the weapon if I were you."
After hearing that, she's gonna look to where the voice came from.
Yeah, I mean, it came above somewhere, and you can't really determine exactly where. There's a lot of you're in a small cavern, so everything sort of echoes off the walls. So pinpointing where they're at's a little difficult.
I will say, after I got Desmond's message to not follow, I'm just gonna sit on the dock and dangle my feet over the edge.
Okay.
Are you like kicking your feet?
Pretty much, just like, all right, fuck. I'll check in. Give him 5 minutes. I'll check in.
Desmond will sheath his weapon back onto his back, pat himself off, then every pat like a shimmer of green encompasses him, and then he like looks around. Are you the ones who did this to these cultists?
As we're waiting for a response, Esmeralda's gonna go stand by him. All wobbly.
Yeah, Roderick's gonna come on up to shore, switch, pull his goggles back up, pull the blindfold back down.
Whip bathing suit sucks. I can only imagine Whip blindfold feels disgusting. The dripping down the face.
Roderick got like a full trench coat on and shit. Like this, his whole aura is fucked right now.
Yep. I mean, the coat and the hat are sitting by you and Thrain.
Okay.
Everything else is just drenched.
So when you say that, and Christina, feel free to move yourself wherever you think you would be at.
I can't have the map open.
Oh, okay. I'm
You
gonna
said
say you're
beside
right here
Desmond.
then.
I think that's pretty fair.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So you hear the voice say, "You're not like the other land dwellers. I see you have the markings of our kind."
Don't assume he's talking about my Shattered Kai markings. It's the gills, right?
You can go ahead and make a intelligence roll and see if you can ascertain that information. You would definitely assume that's what he's talking about.
Like Esmeralda is just gonna look at Desmond like curious.
You look at him, and for the first time of actually being able to see him, you see his hands are all webbed and he has gills. And then you look over at Roderick, and Roderick does as well. And you see above you about 10 feet or so, there's another shelf, and you could see this wooden banister that's up there, and you see this figure that steps forward, and this figure appears to be an elf, like a regular ass elf. And
Oh, what's up, brother?
Dab me up. Dab me up.
And he's like, "I don't assume that they were with you."
You're referring to the cultists. No.
Yeah.
No, that's what she's gonna say to him.
"What brings you here?"
There is a
A
specific
comrade.
there is a specific item that guides us here.
"There's no item here that belongs to anyone outside of our tribe." And he sort of like leans forward on the banister and he's looking over.
Well, if it belongs to you, maybe we can barter or strike a deal.
He chuckles and he's like, "You've been on the land too long, kin. You think as they think. Your riches, they have no use here. There's nothing you can barter with that we need." And he kind of like gestures around. He's like, "My family has everything it needs." And as he does that, you see all around these platforms, these sort of shelves that are above you all, you see these creatures all scuttle in place, and they all kind of go up to the front. And you see these sort of half crab, half humanoid creatures. And you hear them all as they look down upon you. Desmond, you count 10 of them that you can see.
I know from my travels, regardless of where they take me, you can't have everything you need. There is always something out of grasp, something you're working towards.
Esmeralda's gonna sigh. While you two barter, do you have a fire or something we may sit by so I may dry and catch my breath?
We do not have use for fire here. And Landkin, you are wrong. The water provides everything we need.
Oh. Oh well.
I don't even know what that says.
Good, keep it that way. So he says, this item, is this what they came here for as well?
Looks down at the cultist. Yes, and with our recent confrontations with them, they will not stop and will keep sending more until they achieve it.
He sighs and you see him like disappear from view for a second, but you hear his voice sort of trailing off to your right a little bit. For the last 10 tides or so, we've had to deal with these intruders. While I cannot argue with free meals, their intrusion is becoming bothersome. And you see him appear on the top of the staircase to your right. And he starts walking down towards you. What is this item you're looking for?
Looks at Roderick. Show him the one we have.
While you were talking, Roderick was cleaning off Guide and like, you all right, buddy?
He's like, I almost frickin' drowned.
I know, me too, buddy. But hey, look,
But
we
he
saved
doesn't
the
have
day.
any lungs. Like, shut up, guide. You didn't even struggle.
So yeah, he goes in his pouch and pulls it out like it's like gross or something, but it's just like he's just like being really cautious about it.
You see Guide's eyes like he stops walking down the stairs and he's just looking at you and he's like, and he drops down to one knee and he bows his head. Are you a herald, Landkin?
I mean, some say it is so.
God damn it.
he leans over the guy. What's herald mean?
He thinks you're some kind of leader or something.
Oh yeah.
No, my name's Roderick.
Wrong
Yeah.
group to do
Harold
it.
was my cousin.
Had he not bowed before saying that.
He keeps one knee down, he braces his arm on his knee and he looks up. And he looks you dead in your eyes, Roderick. And he goes, and then you hear a bunch of choruses of, and he's just looking at you like waiting for something.
And he just holds it up further.
you hear the eruption of the clicks from the creatures around the ledge, and then all of a sudden he turns his head and he makes this sort of like gurgling throat sound, and then a few more clicks, and all of a sudden you start hearing this large dragging sound, just this. And it's coming from like deeper within this cavern system, and you hear it coming closer.
Roderick, in your head, you hear Desmond say, one of the abilities that your chest gives us lets you comprehend their language.
Oh, fuck, man. He's like, pulls at his shirt and like unbuttoning and fucking, like muttering under his breath.
As his clothes were like squelching.
Yeah. It's like, all right, which one?
The one that often burns the most. I think that's one I've used the most.
Which one is it? Inside or?
Isn't it Pact of the Ancient? Yeah, Pact of the Ancient Infernal.
Ah,
The first one.
the first one.
Up here? He's like trying. How I say that shit?
Just
You innately know how to say it. You
Desmond's
don't know
like,
why, but you know how to say it.
whatever you think is right, say that.
Abu Atu Murata and shit.
As you say that, you see that carving in your skin begin to glow that same type of orange that you've seen on your scar. I think this is probably one of the first times you all have seen this actually happen with the shirt off. Ironically. So it glows that like orange. And as it does, all of a sudden those clicks and that chattering that you hear, Roderick, all of a sudden you start hearing it like form into words, and you start hearing him say, "A herald, a herald, a herald, great one, a herald, great one." And then as you hear that dragging noise off in the distance, you hear him say, "The great one comes, the great one comes."
Desmond's
right.
gonna constantly back to back be casting message to Roderick. And the first time he cast it, he says, think whatever they say.
You just hear, "Oh fuck, oh fuck."
Like, all right. And then you start hearing it.
Yeah, he says it to you in that language.
Desmond cuts it off after the second one.
And after a few seconds of hearing this dragging sound, from Desmond, as you're like sort of turned sideways, like your body position facing this elf on the stairs, and Roderick to your right. In your peripheral, you start to see this large shadow amass on that shelf that's about 10 feet above you. And as the shadow comes into view, you see something that looks similar to these other crab humanoids, but this one has a giant shell on its back, and as it like lumbers up to the ledge, it looks down at you, Roderick, and it says, "Herald, I greet you. I am Herald 76.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Roderick 1.
1?
And then his echo steps out from behind him. Yeah, I'm Roderick 2.
As that happens, you hear, Desmond, Esmeralda, you would see Roderick's echo step out and like wave, and all of a sudden you would hear that chorus of clicking erupt. Roderick, you hear them saying, 2 heralds? How are there 2 heralds at once? And the large crab, you see it kind of like wave its claw, and it says, "Silence! Hey, Roderick 1, are you sick?"
Don't think so.
"When is your death?"
Any day now.
You see his face sort of show this mournful look. "My condolences.
Yeah, it's rough.
I have been around for the last 20 heralds. I have seen much death. How have you survived so long?"
You know, I ask that question all the time. Luck. There's some gods that still need me to do stuff, but you know, being a heroic herald and all, you know, I beat the odds. So
When you say there's gods that need you, you hear another eruption of clicks, and then he waves his claw again, and it stops. And you all start hearing that dragging sound again as he kind of fades into obscurity, and you can hear the sound traveling around to the right. And his voice continues to you, Roderick. "The gods are the ones that forsaken us. I know the troubles you face. What brings you to our home?"
he looks over to Desmond and he's like, then he like frowns for a minute and is like,
Desmond will activate the message and be like, "Sorry, I got sidetracked."
I said, what they asking what we here for? What am I telling them?
The other rune, the gem that you have.
Okay. We're here to find another one of these.
And as you like hold it up again, then you see this large creature that basically takes up the entire stairwell, slowly moving its way down. Its claws are so big that the tips of them are whitened from abrasion as they drag in front. And you see this ginormous shell that is being drugged behind, kind of with every step. And you see as you're holding that up, looking at him, that in sort of the chest of the shell is another rune identical to the one that you're holding up. And he, as he's moving down, he's like, "It must be difficult for you shellless to use your blessing."
Yeah. I usually wear a pretty sweet coat, but I had to take it off to save certain people, you know. But
He like looks at you like doing that motion, and he kind of does that motion with his shell. So, are you here to challenge me for my domain?
No, but if we can take that, we'll just be on our way. So you can keep the domain. I have my own Herald domain I got to get back to.
Landkin, whoever holds this is responsible for this tribe. Is that not how your tribe works?
Kind of, but we try to share it and not have everybody hold one.
You hear that clicking erupt again. He waves his claw and it stops. You hear the elf kind of like run up behind him and like, surely there must be some cultural misunderstanding. And he's saying this in click clack, like you don't hear this you don't understand any of this, Desmond. Surely there must be some cultural misunderstanding. Our people have a long tradition. And when he says our people, he's like gesturing towards them, even though he is clearly an elf. Our people have a long tradition of whoever holds this wears the shell. And as he says the shell and gestures towards it, in unison, you hear all of them go. And even like Roderick, just with you, there's no common tongue translation to this. It's just a unison of clicks, just a. And he goes, so maybe we need to all have some fish and discuss this.
All right.
Tell your servants that they may come up as well. He says that in common. And then
after about 5 minutes, I would have said another sending like,
What the fuck?
But did you die?
all right. What's going on? I expected you to be back at the surface by now.
Running out of spell slots for this.
Uh-huh. There's a very nervous edge to his tone.
We found the rune. We are bartering, persuading.
About to fight to the death for.
Roderick is handling this.
Thrain is now shifted to panic.
Nell, you're watching Brain.
Just probably staring into the water, trying to see if they can see friends returning.
While I'm doing the sending, are you watching him or no? Just continue staring into the water.
Well, the thing is, you don't do sending out loud, so I wouldn't know you were casting sending now, would I?
Good point. So if anyone's paying attention, you'll see his face kind of go blanch for a second, and then he catches himself like,
Whale shit.
let's take a walk.
Now looks at him confused, and then follows.
I'm gonna grab Roderick's stuff. Just so it's not left. And
I'm taking the hat.
we're just gonna get away from the crowd. There's still a crowd.
I mean, at this point, if it's been like 5 minutes since that, like, they're all like, they're dead. They just cleared out at this point. Like,
We've seen this before.
yeah, like, you guys don't seem worried. We're not worried. Whatever.
We're gonna walk to a secluded area where like there is absolutely no one around.
Mm-hmm.
They found the ring.
Well, that's
Apparently,
that's convenient, I suppose.
so what was the message, Sin? We found
Roderick's
the ruin.
handling it, apparently.
We're bartering, persuading, Roderick's handling it.
They found the rune. Apparently, they have to barter or persuade someone for it. Roderick is handling it.
All right.
So it's going to take a while. This is it's my guess. It's going to take
Usually
a while.
negotiations aren't quick, yeah.
Roderick's doing the negotiations.
I've stopped questioning it. Roderick seems to get things done in his own way.
You got a point.
As he would say, results guy. Nell just rolls their eyes. And I promised him that I would put more faith in him.
Not that I don't have faith, but it is Roderick. He's not the most persuasive.
Well, they do have Esmeralda. Let's hope that he can convince them that this is his negotiator or something.
I definitely think one of us should stay here, but I also think Quillwise needs to know.
Goes into the coat pocket. Is the setting stone in the coat pocket?
Or the bag.
It would be in his bag, which is on him.
The sending stone is in the left side of his bag.
So it's with
Soaking
him.
wet.
Got it.
That's been stated before, and I remember that because I just go in there and grab it.
Yeah.
I still rifled through the pockets to see if it was there. Didn't take anything out. Just went stone? No stone.
You find like 10 condoms.
All of them used.
Oh.
He wouldn't do that to his coat. He wouldn't do that to his coat.
Exactly.
You're right, but it's still funnier to imagine reaching your hand in a mystery pocket being like, ugh!
One on
Fell
each
for my
finger.
trap.
Brother, ugh.
This one's still wet. I don't remember him getting the coat in the water. Oh, god damn it.
My trophies.
It smells like
You went to
seawater.
brothel last night. No. Anyways,
Would you like to stay here and wait for them, or should I? Seeing you turn out the
Who got
pockets.
message?
Say again?
Seeing that you have the message, you're probably best to relay the information. Because you
I'll-
actually heard it firsthand.
I'll be back as soon as I can. And I'll jog off.
All right. So everyone else, they invite you up to discuss this over fish.
All right, underlings, you heard him. Let's go. He leans over to Desmond. Just play along.
Desmond actually got a big ass smirk on his face as he like nods and follows you.
Yeah, no, Esmeralda's not gonna say anything.
I
gonna follow.
feel like if Esmeralda said something, the wrong thing would come out. Yeah.
I don't know why you feel that way.
I have this gut feeling.
I mean, I feel like if anybody could make the conversation work, it would be Esmeralda. All right, so as you all make your way up, you notice this area up top here. The stone appears to be dry, and you hear like chopping off to the right as you see one of these crabs like preparing fish. And by preparing, I mean they're like deboning it and like throwing the bones behind them, and then like that's the fish prepared. And you see the herald move over in this direction, and he's like, "Make room for our guests." And you see the ones that were over here scuttle off. And he gestures to these benches. He's like, "Please, sit." And then you see him sort of just lean back on his shell, and you see his feet just kick up.
Yeah, Roger will find a place and sit.
Desmond will go rub his hand over it as a green shimmer appears and sits.
And he's like, "If you do not wish to control the tribe, why do you want?" And he looks down. "Why would you want this?"
Because there is a tribal leader who wants it more. And I'm going to be retiring as Herald soon.
Yes, you mentioned you will be dying soon.
Probably, yeah.
So, Harold, too, you have a successor before your demise?
Oh, let's see, Herald 2. We co-herald, and so when one of us or both of us die, then the new guy that we're going to put in place is going to rule the tribe.
Fascinating.
Yeah, like you gotta leave the tribe in good hands, you know.
He like looks at his giant claws.
Or claws. That shit was that insensitive. Yeah, you get my meaning.
No deception check because he's not deceiving. He's just using colorful language.
Go fall asleep.
That's the best part. This is all technically true.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna do like an insight check, but like, there's nothing more to really detect.
He's had to talk to his share of guards and interrogators in his time.
This
Well then.
this allows me to provide for all my kin. What will we do without it?
How do you use yours to provide for your kin?
He like gestures down to the ground, and you could see these sort of rooms that have been carved into the ground. And anyone with what's your guys' arcana?
That'd be a judgment thing, I feel like.
Yes.
So 13 minus 1 is a 9. So I would say that both Esmeralda and Desmond, you would, or not Desmond, Esmeralda and Desmond would be able to tell that there was some sort of a ritual that's cast here. And judging from the state of it, like, it's used frequently. Roderick, you would just see him pointing down at, like, some carvings in the ground that just look like, probably like decoration. They're kind of like very rudimentary. He says, it allows us the means to thrive.
Yeah. Give me 1 second to counsel with my top advisor. He leans over to Desmond. What them words on the ground mean?
He looks to you. He says, "Do they not speak the tongue?"
Oh, no, not unless
he looks over at the elf, and he's like, "Bring them an elixir." And he says, "Yes, Harold." And he gets up, and you see him kind of head off in a minute here. All right, Desmond, you can reply to what he said, though.
I can what?
You can reply to what Roderick said. He leaned over and said, "What them words on the ground mean?"
Did I get like a full understanding of it?
No. No, I mean, you could tell what it is, though, but, like, without being able to study it and, like, you sitting down here not even being able to see the whole thing fully, you wouldn't be able to get a full scope of it. Feel free to give me an Arcana roll if you want to try to decipher it quickly to see.
Dancing on that 20.
Sure was.
So you can't fully make out what it does, but it looks like it's some sort of a like a ritualistic rite of passage, and you would assume that this is probably what they use to create the heralds or convert someone to a herald.
Um, so when Roderick like leaned over to Desmond, Desmond's like just studying it real quick. It's a ritual to turn them into heralds.
How does that work?
Something to do with the room?
Okay, he said it allows them to provide for their tribe. So,
Desmond just like shakes his head.
so he's worried that if we take his fancy rock, that he won't be able to provide for his people.
The elf comes back and he has these 2 conch shells full of this chunky liquid, and he hands it to Esmeralda and to Desmond, and he says, "The Great One wishes you to drink this so you may partake in this conversation."
I'm gonna take it and look at it.
It's like a brownish green liquid, and there's like chunks of things in it, and it has a very strong like briny fishy smell.
Desmond's gonna look it over, get like a little vial, scoop it out, hold it up in the vial, and see if he can ascertain if this is actually a potion.
Yeah, give me an Omni tool roll. It definitely has some like arcane elements to it, though they are very, very basic. Best you could tell, I mean, it looks like it's some sort of a potion. But like as you're looking at it in the little vial, you can see like something floating in it.
So, can I keep the ingredients that make it a potion in there, but also prestidigitation this shit so it's fucking clean?
You can try.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an Arcana roll. We'll say DC. We'll give it a 13. What's Esmeralda doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and just down it.
All right. So you get this strong fishy smell hit your face, and it kind of like takes your breath away for a moment. You just hold your breath and chug. For funsies, give me a con save. Desmond, you as you pick this up and see that thing floating in it, you're like, and you prestidigitation it, and you remove like all the like floaty bits of it, but you still have like this murky brown liquid in front of you. It smells like clean fish. It doesn't smell like raw fish as much.
Oh,
And are you gonna drink it afterwards?
Yeah, after he does his cleaning of it, then potions are potions. They got weird shit in them.
That's true. So you take it, the now purified potion. You swig it back, and as you turn and look over at Esmeralda, she just looks green in the face, like she looks queasy, like she's about to throw up. You have any words of encouragement for her or anything?
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. So you're hearing the sort of click clack back and forth between Roderick and the Herald, and you could feel this liquid. For whatever reason, this liquid is like thicker than what it should be. It has a very viscous texture to it. And as you're feeling it kind of slide down your esophagus, as soon as you feel it in your gut, all of a sudden these clicks start forming into words. And
He's moving.
yeah, he is. And as the herald recognizes that you can understand him just from the look on your face, he turns and looks at you and he says, "Landkin, I've never been presented with an offer of removing my birthright, but keeping my herald. I was discussing with your liege the means of how I will provide for my kin without it.
You all have seen the size of the clan above, correct?
Kind of looks around and he's like, we don't really go to the surface. But if they are anything like the ones down there, and he holds up one claw and he just kind of like clacks it together really loud. He goes, that's all it took to dispatch them.
The last rune that they tried to acquire, they sent thousands of soldiers that didn't stop until every piece of them was dismembered. They sent a creature larger than your home, larger than the town above, to retrieve this. They used our own fallen people against us. And they will do the same here. And if that's the case, it's your worry will change to how you protect your kin rather than provide.
As you're saying this, you start to see like everyone that was like nearby sort of gathering in and listening. Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
-1. Hey.
He you see him just sort of nodding in agreement as you're talking. And he looks over at Roderick and he's like, I see why he is your advisor. He is very wise.
Yeah.
If I remove this, I will perish. My kin will be left with no herald. If I do this for you, I need you to swear an oath on the tides that you will keep them safe. And he's looking right at Roderick saying this.
Hey, to be completely honest, you're doing a big favor for us, and we appreciate that. So yeah, I pledge an oath to watch over all your crab people. We take care of them. It's all good.
He looks over and he's like, Phyllis, get me the Tide Stone. And he's like, great one. Are you sure these landkin just arrived and you're gonna just give it up without a fight?
Oh, whoa! Are you questioning your herald? What?
He puts up a claw at you. He's like, Phyllis, when we found you all those years ago, did we not offer you the same compassion? Did we not take you in, treat you as one of us? Yes, great one. The Tide Stone. And you see him get up, and he takes a few steps, and he like stops, and he just turns, and he like side glances Roderick. And then you see him kind of scurry off in the distance. Just because I think it's relevant, Roderick, go ahead and give me a perception roll. You could do it with advantage because you do have your blind sight.
Alright.
And I think that this would be with advantage even without blind sight for you. Okay, not good enough. So he walks away for a moment, and you start hearing kind of like the hushed chatter amongst the people, and they're like, "What are we gonna do? We've never been without a herald before. Will we be safe?" As he returns, and he's holding this pearl in his hand that he has to hold with both hands. It's probably the size of a basketball. And he bows his head and he holds it up, and the herald scoops it up in his claw, and he moves closer to you, Roderick. He's like, place your hand on the Tide Stone and swear that you will take care of our people.
He does exactly that. He places his hand on it. I swear I'll take care of all of your people. And then he
Our people.
Our people.
Then it is settled. And as he says that, you hear like commotion again. And he hands the pearl back to Thyllis, and you see Thyllis like holding it, and he just kind of like has his head lowered. And he turns and he like looks at everyone. My kin, my brothers, my children. The herald changing hands is not new to any of us. Many of you have seen many heralds before me. And the great Roderick one has swore upon the Tide Stone that he will ensure you see many more heralds, or Roderick's. Do not be sad for me, for this is what the water provides. And he walks into the center of this circle, and he, like, you see him standing, and he, like, moves very, like, little movements. Like, his positioning is very precise. And he says, Tide Mother, the time has come. I relinquish my herald and give Roderick the First his wish. Whatever it may be, grant it, for it is for the betterment of the tribe. And you see him, like, reach in, and he, like, stabs his pincers into his shell. And as he's groaning in pain, you hear this sort of as he peels the shell off of him, and he pops it off, and you see it clatter to the ground, and you see this little body, the same size as all the rest of the crablings, crawl out of this shell. And he crawls up to your feet, Roderick, and he like reaches out, and he kind of puts his claw on your knee and dies.
Oh.
And and as he does, every other crabling in here takes a knee, and they are all staring at Roderick. And you can hear him saying, "What do you think he's going to wish for? What will the Tide Mother provide?"
Roderick leans over to Desmond. Okay, so first off, this is a little awkward. I hate being put on the spot like this. Number two, Phyllis, Dillis, where the fuck his name is? I swore oath to them, not him. You see how he almost fucked up our whole thing? Nah, he ain't getting no, he ain't providing shit. Nah. So, anyways, so they saying something about a wish. What we wishing for?
Are you saying this quietly?
Quietly in common.
Okay. Phyllis didn't hear nothing.
You bet not hear nothing.
Over the chatter of everybody talking and him still just standing there holding the tide stone, he's just sort of looking in your direction, waiting to see what you do.
I gotta fucking.
We all know Roderick's just there like, I wish for willing pussy whenever I want it.
God.
All of a sudden, the crablings start walking up and rubbing their claws on him.
Should have been specific.
There's only one male here. It's the herald. The rest of us are female.
I like it better this way. Desmond's gonna like lean into Roderick and say, I doubt this is an actual wish. Just say something.
Just something? He like straightens himself up, stands up, tries to look all proper and formal, and he's gonna walk over to this hating motherfucker, and he's going to hold out his hand for the tide stone.
And he's just looking at you, and he's like,
he just kind of snatches it a little bit.
You see him like jump a little bit, like he's trying to make sure it doesn't drop.
It's like, I wish for everlasting prosperity for all of my people.
And there's just like a silence for a second. And Dillis is like, Harold, Roderick, I've never seen a landkin do this before, but usually they climb into the shell before they... Harold 76 asked for a month's worth of food, and soon thereafter, the fish were literally jumping into the cave. Try to be more specific. How do you use your birthright?
Right. So, 76. That's his. That's legacy. We were hang that up and honor it. I have my own shell. I had to take off before I jumped into the water. That's how we do it on the land.
He points to the rune. He's like, but your birthright. How do you use your birthright if not with the shell?
With great power and responsibility or something. It happens by my will.
Do you have to be in physical contact with it?
Yes.
Then maybe you would have to do the same with the Herald's birthright. And he's like pointing to the rune on the shell.
Oh, yes, of course.
And then he holds his hands out like...
Be right back. He walks over to Desmond, still holding.
This is my orb now.
He's like,
all
right, so Desmond, he's saying that the shell thing is what we... What
Get the room from the shell. Give him back whatever that is.
This ain't the thing?
No.
Oh. Looks over to Esmeralda. Yes, servant. Bring that back over to Phyllis over there.
She's gonna scoff at you. Do it yourself.
As you say that, you hear everybody in there go...
You trying to fuck this up? We here because of you.
I didn't do shit. Don't you blame me? And to be fair, earlier you told Desmond to go along with it. You didn't tell me nothing.
Desmond rubs his fucking eyebrows together and he looks at Esmeralda. How exactly are you making this easier for us?
She's gonna sigh. My apologies, sir. Grab it and go take it.
My liege, I believe, is the word you're looking for.
Thoughts rubbing, looks at Roderick. He's like, don't push it.
I'm in character, man. I don't know. All right. So am I supposed to touch the thing? Do I take it out? What am I supposed to do?
Yes, it's different for us land dwellers.
What if it's attached to the shell? You have to
strong.
drag that whole thing?
You're strong. Take it out.
I'm not that strong. Now's the strong one.
You're smart. Take it out.
This is true. Um, he's gonna once again like straighten himself up and walks over, and he is going to very regally place a hand on it and start trying to casually tug on it.
Yeah. Give me an
Okay.
athletics roll.
As they're doing that and I hand the thing off, she's gonna be talking to the guy and be like, "Does he really have to put that on?"
I'm not sure. I've never seen a landkin use it. Does he not use his birthright now?
He does, but it's different for us.
So I assume however he does it is how he would have to do it with the heralds as well. And as he says that, you hear this kind of noise as Roderick dislodges the rune. And as you do, you see all of the crablings take a knee, similar to how Thillis did. And once Thillis notices everybody doing it, in the middle of the conversation, Esmeralda, Thillis takes a knee, and he bows his head, looking at Roderick.
Roderick with a rock in each hand is like starts regally walking back over to Desmond. All right, can you like poof us out of here? Do that shatter kind thing where we just poof out of here because I don't know what to do now.
Like, shakes his head. Use the new rune.
To do what?
I don't know what it does.
You're supposed to be the no shit guy. I got the result right here. Now you know shit.
Focus on it. He like looks at you in the eyes. Focus on it.
Like, you see him like look at his left hand where it is, and you see the blindfold scrunch up. And he is focusing on it.
You hear him. You hear like one of the crablings behind you, like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna make the wish.
Like in his focus, like in his mind, he's like, I wish me, Desmond, and Esmeralda were back on the service with Nell and Thrain right now. That's what I wish.
Give me an Arcana roll.
I'm preemptively. God damn it.
Oh my god, I thought that was a 1. Woo, okay.
So that's an 11?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Roderick, as you start thinking this in your mind, you feel the stone begin to wobble in your hand, and all of a sudden you start feeling the ground around you shake, and you start hearing stones falling from the cavern. And then all of a sudden you feel this great momentum that brings everybody in the room to the floor. And you see this cave get thrust to the surface. The top of it shatters. And you see the wreckage in the center of the docks/market district of Seabluff. And the very end of where that circle was that you all swam up through, you see standing in the center of it a very, very, very shooken looking Nell who was just narrowly avoided being eviscerated by this cave that was moving, standing right in the center of where that circle would have been. And all of a sudden, all of the crablings are looking at you, and you hear a bunch of screams of chaos and whatnot off in the background as you all are on the surface with Nell.
Hi, friend or foe?
No, it's okay. We're good. We're good. These are cool people. They're really cool.
Okay.
Like,
Um,
no, they're cool. They're cool.
Two questions.
Yep.
How far away did I get?
You got to the opposite side of the market district as you were making your way back, and as all of a sudden you're walking, you feel the ground shake beneath you for a moment, and then all of a sudden you just hear this cracking and wreckage sound, and as you turn around, you see this cave system that has been pulled from the earth to the surface. You're seeing it sort of irregular pattern, probably about 15 feet away from you. And laying right next to you is the top of this giant clam that just landed right next to you, just narrowly missing, basically cutting you in half.
Warhammer's out. I'm running to Nell and see what the fuck's going on.
Is there a path to get over to where Nell is standing?
Yeah, I mean, it would be the same path you took to get up to where you are. You just gotta walk down the stairs right to where Nell is.
Alright, he's gonna go ahead and jog on down there. Hey, so Nell, I'm gonna need you to negotiate Sea Bluff people being really cool with some crab people really quickly. Can you do that for me?
Roderick?
I
Oh, hey, sorry.
can certainly try, but I can't make any promises.
Yeah, cool.
I need the sending stone now.
Desmond like walks past Roderick and Nell, and he's like dusting off his coat, and, like leans in. Future leader of Amethil. First order of business: make peace. And then just walks past.
God
Look
damn
at-
it,
I'm
this is
still
not
looking
the
at you.
time. Megan's eyes are rolling in their head, and I'm trying to keep myself awake. God damn it!
Roderick like gestures towards the rock in his left hand. It's like, they gave this to us. We just need to make sure they're taken care of now, and that people aren't going to try and kill them. They're peaceful.
If Roderick doesn't react to me saying I need the setting stone, fuck it.
Right
Send
to
it.
the left pocket.
Sorry, I did not catch Adam saying that. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's gonna like put his other one in the right hand away, left pocket. Here you go.
Thank you. Quill eyes.
What is going on? All the
Quill eyes.
guards are headed
Docs
your way.
now. Get to the docks now, please.
I'm already en route, along with every guard from the city.
Can you grab
Little legs.
Paladin
What'd you say that last part, Adam?
Can you grab Paladin's on?
Oh, I'm sure he knows.
Yeah, trust me, he's on the way.
Good news and bad news.
Just give me the good news.
Roger got the rune.
Okay, we'll talk when I get there.
All right, Nell's going to go and stand with these crab people and kind of look to Roderick as if he is a translator.
Oh, Nell. Like, read this one.
I'm going to reach over. You got this, Nell. Guidance.
You got this.
You got this, Nell.
You got this. Good luck.
Great. Uh-huh.
Can I I'm gonna walk over to Roderick, body against his side,
Uh-huh.
almost touching my face to his ear. And he's like, Desmond's like, give me that rune.
He immediately hands it off.
Yeah, by holding my coat almost around Roderick, give me it. That shit's dangerous.
Yep.
That motherfucker grants wishes. I could get the Shattered Kai here now.
I mean, oh yeah, huh? I was completely thinking we'd rather not clean up all these messes.
Yes.
So on the
Alright,
Sea
so-
Bluff map, that area that I have highlighted, that area is destroyed.
Ooh, that's a lot of houses.
Again, well, it's mostly
Yeah.
businesses.
That's a
Even
lot.
worse.
Just fucked up
Okay.
their way of life. It's fine.
That's a lot of
So-
finances.
New attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we popped up,
Uh-huh.
Esmeralda's gonna look to him and be like, "Can fuck? I lost my train of thought. God damn it! Oh, you guys continue. I'll remember in a second."
I believe in you. Nell is going to read the one on Roderick's chest that does the language thing.
I'll just cut to the chase and say that you guys have done this enough times to know that you can't activate the same one more than one time a day.
Nell doesn't know he did it.
Okay.
Just
well,
that he apparently is fluent.
okay.
Nell does it, nothing happens, and goes, "It's already been used today, Roderick."
Fuck. Phyllis, go get some more of the language juice.
The language juice.
He's like looking around at the surface, like all of them are like squinting their eyes and like, yes, my liege. And he like feeling around in the walls of the cavern.
Cavern.
Yeah. The one in all the fancy armor, that one will speak for me in the meantime while I take care of some other business. I'll be, yeah.
So about 2 minutes after you hit the surface, this place is now being basically surrounded by guard. And everybody go ahead and give me a perception roll.
I remember my question. I was going
What's
to
your
ask
question?
him whether or not they can survive on land.
We're gonna find out soon.
They start gasping.
I mean, I would say Esmeralda is smart enough to be able to piece together that like it was all air in the cavern there. So you assume that they can, whether or not they have to dip in water occasionally to maintain moisture or something, you don't know. But you would definitely, you know that they could survive on land for some amount of time at least. Now
Killed it.
way too distracted by a fucking cavern almost clobbering them. But B, then
Nell is
immediately.
more trying to get these individuals like, okay, you guys like trying to like gesture, y'all got a group together.
Yeah, and then
Looks
immediately
non-threatening.
being put under the immense pressure of trying to like delegate the situation. You don't notice the guards starting to swarm. Everybody else, you notice the first person on the scene is Zan. And he's fast as fuck. Like canonically, like he is like there. Like you see him run in a blur almost as he gets there first, and then a few moments later, you see the guard start to show up, and he is wet, like hands glowing with arcane energy, looking at these crablings at first, and he just so happens to notice you all on the side there, because you figure you guys are like here. And they're coming from, over here. He notices and he's like, "Men, halt!"
So they're over here? Because
That's
I
where
would
we
assume
are?
I would be over here.
Well, that's where you came from, but you said you ran next to Nell, so you would be over there too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big this area was.
It's a fucking
thought-
city.
I realized that.
You realize how big the circle was going to be.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Circle.
Nell was on the docks the whole time, though, remember? So, like, Nell never moved. You left, so if
Yeah.
you ran back to where Nell was, Nell's still in the same spot, where the docks used to be.
Okay. So I would be about here then.
Yeah, that's where we were. We're at that corner.
Okay.
You're at that corner?
Also, as soon as I see them
Yeah.
come, I'm
Yeah,
standing
that's
between them
where-
and the crowds.
That makes it worse, then.
Yeah. I would say that's where we were.
Listen, the cave system could have been where it was, though.
Yeah, but you were very specifically where the opening to the cave was, which was at the bottom right-hand corner of it. A corner.
Well,
And then
the walls are intact.
Yeah. So Zahn would be at the outskirts of this, and he notices you all, and he tells his men to halt.
I'll still have my warhammer out, shield just more dangling from my wrist as I'm talking to Quillwise during that.
Yeah. And he's like, "Nell, what the fuck?"
I don't have much information other than that they're peaceful and they need they need help.
Hell's damn the creatures! Look at my city!
I'm gonna look at Roger. What did you do?
What do you mean? What did I do?
This is quite the results guy.
I got the rock. Desmond
Consequences
said
be damned.
to focus on it. I focused and was thinking hard, and then we were here.
No, I'm starting to think it's Desmond. Last time Desmond went with one other person to get rock, we had everything fall deep down into the woods. Now everything's coming back up.
That's right. Desmond's the result guy.
Back in character. Got it. I don't know what to tell you about the city other than that I'm perfectly willing to lend aid in that's Megan, not Nell. To lend aid. We already have members of the Eclipsean Order stationed here and can assist in rebuilding in any way possible.
He's like barking orders at this point. He's like, "You peel out. We need to start looking for survivors." And then Roderick, you hear, "My liege," and you see Phyllis standing there, holding the conch shell, and there's like 4 guards with like swords pointed at him. He's like just standing there.
Oh, whoa, wait, no, he's cool. He's with us. He's cool. It's cool. No, come drink that shit. It like makes you understand their language.
Yeah, no, as soon as he comes out, because I was already standing guard for the crabs, and seeing that she's going to take her way over there, taking out her book,
I'm
and tell him to let him go.
I'm walking away from them and towards Zion, but I'm more looking for Quillwise.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Can I not use my 23 from
From earlier?
when I saw Paladin Zahn running up?
Yeah, sure, why not? So as you start making your way down what used to be the dock, and you're looking towards Quillwise, you see him, and you see the two recruits sort of running down. You notice just beyond them that Morgan and a small platoon of the adventurers are also heading in this direction.
Maybe the Quillwise and the recruits. You two go help guards look for survivors. I'll be probably joining you here shortly. Quillwise, I'm gonna turn around. I don't know what Roderick did. Roderick, Desmond, and Esmeralda were underwater. Then how long has passed since they went under?
Probably 30 minutes to an
For
hour.
about more than but almost, I don't know, half hour to an hour, and then that I was going to dive after them, but I was sending with Desmond. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna need your help calming shit down.
Ha ha ha, you.
uh,
I don't even know where to begin. Let's try helping find survivors, and we'll discuss the ramifications of this.
are you able to convince them to help? Gesturing to Morgan the Mad and their contingent.
Based on the tension that was going on prior to this debacle, I think the likelihood of that is very slim. But
I don't know if we have time to talk, but tension.
let's go looking for people. We can discuss this as we shift through the rubble.
Okay. Do I have that one?
Do they stand down?
Haven't got to that yet.
I'm sending Desmond and then. Yeah. Sending to
sending?
Desmond. With Quillwise and recruits looking for survivors.
So Broderick, you hear my liege. You see guards like holding up Thyllis, and you're like, no, he's cool. Give me a persuasion roll, Roderick.
Yeah.
So Esmeralda, these guards do not look like they are standing down. They do not look like they are complying with Roderick's plea. You see them sort of like holding sword against him, and you see one of them like sheath his weapon and like walk over to grab whatever it is he's holding.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I don't like that. Okay.
Nah, it's gonna be fine.
Am I allowed to react?
Please don't cast command on me.
Oh, I don't know why I have you clicked. That's not you.
Dance, monkey, dance.
All of a sudden, Thrain starts acting real weird.
Also, goddamn,
Um,
that wisdom save.
Is this only on one person? I can't remember if this is multiple
One
people or just a
person.
one. One?
it's
Okay.
one person.
They do not make their save.
What is your one-word command?
Give. She's gonna be pointing to the conch.
Are you saying the one that like sheathed his weapon and was gonna take it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so he snatches the conch shell out of his hand and he walks over and he hands it to you. And then you see his eyes sort of that are glazed over for a moment. They sort of come back to, and he's like, "Hey, this one just cast a spell on me."
Oh, God damn it.
Unless you all wish to have your swords at each other's throats, back away.
Esmeralda, please.
They are peaceful. They have done us no harm. They spoke with kindness. They do not deserve this.
Either
As she's saying that, like
intimidation,
her hair is blowing.
either intimidation or persuasion, your choice. With advantage, go ahead and make that roll.
This is fine.
I'm glad I left.
Adam, why didn't you take me with you? Oh, God.
No. He said advantage, and that's not what we were given. So do it again.
Oh,
Yeah, do
My
one more.
bad.
Roll it again.
Don't click advantage now. Just roll it one more time.
Think high numbers.
It's okay.
higher.
17's better. Some of them shit their pants.
That's a lot of numbers.
One of them, two of them did.
Oh, my glasses. I can't see the numbers.
So yeah, so the four that you're looking at, they immediately sort of like pull their weapons back, and they yell out, "Commander!" And you hear Zahn off in the distance, like, "Stand down! I said, stand down!" And Thrain, you would hear this chuckle from behind you, and you hear this voice. Thrain, not Thrain, Zahn, you should have taken me up on my offer. Look at your city, you fool. How are you fit to rule this place when you can't even keep your guards in line? And you look and see this woman who just towers over you, probably like 2.5 of you tall. And she's just
Sorry, mommy.
she's just standing there with her arms crossed next to Zahn. And she's like, if you don't agree to a truce, then I challenge you to a fight. I win, I lay claim. To you and yours, Sea Bluff becomes mine. Your army falls in line with the adventurers. Or are you too yellow for that? And you see Zahn.
You know he's black.
You see Zahn stop, and he just puts his hand over his head for a second. And you see his
So,
eyes.
hearing this, I would have stopped and not because I feel like I'm near Zahn.
Mhm.
Am I
Uh,
near him?
yeah.
I'm just gonna stop and just stand there and watch this play out because
You
I don't know.
you see him. You see him stop, and he has his hand over his face like this. And when he opens his eyes, you see his eyes glowing.
What
And
color? That's an important note. We have glowing eye problem around here.
glowing with like arcane energy, not just glowing.
Okay.
Um, but you see him like ball his fist, and Thrain, you like hear like his skin and his scales like crunching together as he balls a fist, and he's like, "You treacherous whore. At a moment like this, that's what you think to do? Hear me now, we'll settle this. You and I once and for all. But it will not be until I ensure my people are safe. Make yourself useful, or get the fuck out of my city." And you hear like some of the adventurers, they're like, ooh, almost like antagonizing. And she just smiles and she looks at him. She goes, "Then it's a date. You just let me know when you're ready. I'll be..." And she just points right out towards the front gate. And she turns around and she just starts walking away. And Thrain, you'd overhear her when she gets in there, like, "Come on, boys. He's too chicken to do it right now. We'll catch him later." And then as she's walking away, she goes, "I know where you live, Zahn." And anybody who's like stopped and watching this, Zahn kind of like snaps to you guys, like, "Have you found everyone? Because if not, you should definitely be working and not watching." And you can see like this energy just radiating off him, and like you see it slowly start to die down as he starts like he like grabs like a side of a building and just like chucks it to the side.
Go to one of the first buildings that are there, and I'm gonna relieve some stress and start ripping and tearing through shit, looking for people.
All right. Esmeralda, you have the conch shell full of goop. Are you going to give it to Nell?
Oh. Turn on my camera, but not my fucking thing. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it to her.
Okay. So Esmeralda hands this conch shell to you, Nell, and you look down, and there's this thick liquid with particles floating all in it, and it has this very strong fishy odor to it.
Makes a face and looks at Esmeralda like real quick, like I'm supposed to drink it.
Drink, you'll live.
Yeah, it was more of a confirmation than anything. Fucking bottoms up, I guess.
Give me a con save.
I want to see in that one
After
here.
she drinks it, a quick smirk comes up.
Damn.
Nell swigs it back and just looks at you like straight-faced as they hand the conch back to you. And Nell, you feel this just slowly sliding down your esophagus, and you're overwhelmed by all of these noises, the commotion, the screaming, the crying, the yelling over here, all of these crowd people making click noises, and then all of a sudden it all starts to just come to, and now all of a sudden you're hearing these new panicked voices that have replaced the clicks, worrying and wondering what's going on, and some of them like, "The Roderick has a plan, don't worry."
The Roderick. Nell's going to approach the crab people. Hello, my name is Nell, and I am a good friend of Roderick's. Can I have any form of an explanation about what just happened?
One of them like points down to the giant shell on the ground and say, "The Roderick has become our herald, and he wished us here. He works to make our lives better."
He works in mysterious ways.
I almost said it, but that was way too cliche.
Nell nods. Well, if he wished you here, that means he wishes to help you be a part of the city. I'm sure he did not intend to take out a large portion of the city. Residents who already live here are currently in danger. I think if we want all of the residents to see you as one of their own and a good addition to the city, it would quite behoove you to assist in looking for survivors in the buildings that got destroyed, so we can help retrieve them from the rubble.
They're like nodding along in agreement with you. They're still just standing there, though.
Esmeralda's gonna go to where the previous herald was, pick him up, and ask them if they bury their dead, or what did they do?
You're gonna pick up the old herald?
I'm gonna go with the intent to pick him up, but before I do, then I'm gonna ask.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
They look at you puzzled, and they're like, "No, we consume them to be one with."
Would that maybe find a deity for your culture? Please do not eat any dead that you find of the surface dwellers, because that would be very taboo in our culture.
They look disgusted when you say that, like, "We do not want to. You are not our equals. We would not eat you. You would have to challenge us to combat to prove that you would be worthy of that."
Glad to hear it. We do not wish to be eaten.
We do not
I
wish
think
to
so
eat
that
you.
Esmeralda's gonna glare.
Yeah. What?
So we do not
I
wish
said
to
that
eat you.
as
I wasn't talking to you, Cliff. I'm talking to the one that keeps getting talked over. Christina, what the fuck you say?
I said as she said that statement about not eating people, she's gonna glare at her.
You're glaring at Nell for saying, like, good, we
Yeah,
didn't
for
want to
men-
be eaten.
No, for saying for them not to eat people.
Why would you glare about that?
Because
Like,
you just
if you come across
assume-
our dead, don't eat them. That's taboo in our culture. I feel like that was fair.
No, because it's like, in Esmeralda's head, it's like, why would you assume that every creature would like want to eat another?
Because they just said that's what they do with their dead in their culture.
They do with their dead king or herald. They said what's going through Esmeralda's head.
They're like, she
Okay.
gets it. They walk over, high five you. No, they're still just standing there. They're like nodding to agreement with you now, but they're not moving.
All right, let's move out. Come on.
They all like slowly turn their head and look towards Roderick.
Oh yeah. Follow Nell's lead. she's gonna show you how to help so that we can be peaceful.
Think of me as an ambassador.
Yeah, that whatever that means.
They all start to follow you.
Nell and just a train of crabs running through the
Yep.
city.
Exactly. Yeah. So they start doing whatever you guide them to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear from the northern part of the wreckage, you hear someone say, "We found old man Mary Ellis's body about 20 feet outside the wall. The bodies were flung for great distances. What happened?"
Some old man fishing on the dock. Just
Yee!
Oh god.
We still gotta look with all these buildings and shit. Yeah, we're searching and searching. Nell's just shaking their head, knowing this is gonna be a long fucking day. This is not how anyone thought this was gonna go. This is fun.
No, I don't know one person that thought it was gonna go similar to this. As soon as I said Roderick's handling this,
Listen,
I
Nell had full faith that Roderick could achieve the goal. We didn't say there wouldn't be consequences.
I knew something was gonna go bad. I'm sorry. It's Roderick handling this. Yes, he gets results, but there's often consequences to those results.
Results.
Just ask her out. The worst she could say is no. The city gets
City
destroyed.
explodes. Yeah.
Will you go out with me? Ew. And then all of a sudden, boom, the ground explodes underneath and this guy just gets yeeted across the universe.
He said, "Oh boy, I got a big one."
So yeah, so you all continue going through and searching. Is everybody helping to find people at this moment? What's everybody doing?
Desmond was
Um,
watching Nell this entire time. Then after they took off to lead the crabs or whatever, that's when he went off to start helping.
Okay.
Is that a medical tent?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Medical tent. Brain, you sent me a message. Everyone started talking. I couldn't reply to that.
Uh-huh.
Reply to the message was send them to the northmost or southmost part of the wreckage, and I'll be there to assist.
How are you gonna be in two places at once?
City's not that big.
That's pretty fucking big.
It's big, but I can move. I didn't get hurt.
So this is what 60 feet across. What's the scale of that?
Basically, like the width of one of these houses, right here, is about 20 feet. So,
One of these houses here.
like one of like these, like regular size houses.
Okay.
Like,
Yep.
like they're about 20
Yes.
feet, 20 feet this way. So they're probably about 40, 50 feet this way. To give you an idea of how big this circle is. So honestly, this wreckage is probably not quite that big. The cavern's not that big. The wreckage is probably that big. The cavern we'll probably say is like I can't do anything.
And now it's all gone.
Yeah. The cavern itself the cavern itself is probably about this big, I'll say. Like that. But you got to figure that all the ground, everything that was there, all the wreckage from all of that shit.
Yeah.
So that's where, like, we start talking about, like, you know, probably something like this. It's a fairly big disaster zone.
Okay.
Desmond in his
Medical
medical tent.
There we go.
Looks just like Desmond.
Right. Hold on, I forgot the ears.
Roderick will be basically leading teams that are trying to dig through debris. He's going to use his blind sense to hear through the rubble of who, might be trapped and banging or making any sound, whatever, to like, hey, right here, dig here.
Okay.
And as I'm running, I'll announce the location of the medical tents up there, that back there. Pick one, get there. Any
Okay.
available healers?
But you're raging, so you're just like, it's over there.
He's full pissed off
Red-faced,
right
pissed
now.
off dwarf.
Yep. Throwing shit. Just go there. But a lot louder and a lot more red-faced.
Okay.
You role-played that so well, buddy.
The dog's on the other side of that wall. I don't want to go nuts.
I know. I'm just being a goober.
Mm-hmm.
What's Esmeralda doing?
So once the crabs start moving, following now, she's gonna follow suit. In the beginning, she's mostly gonna be making sure like no one's attacking the crabs or anything like that. And if like no one's like showing any hostility, then she's gonna go ahead and start helping with the search.
No, you see a lot of people like gasping and like staying away, like steering clear of these monsters. No one is trying to attack or anything, especially once they see them like trying to help. There's that old elf that's like, this one's trying
That
to
ain't
steal.
right.
This one's trying to loot and pillage. But yeah, so right now we're basically in a scenario of like any capable person is trying to help. They have search parties that they've built looking for people that have been scattered across the city. There's wreckage from buildings, the giant boulders from the ceiling of the cave that broke off and flung about have destroyed homes. So even outside of the immediate danger zone, there's rubble, debris, and bodies scattered across the city. And the searching goes on until way into nightfall, when you start hearing people saying, there's no point now. If we don't hear anything, they're probably already dead. And you have the other people that are like, you can't just give up on them. We have to keep looking. It's no use looking if you're that tired.
I'll just go around casting light on different like objects so that it's a fully lit area.
Okay. Yeah, and there's others that are doing, casting light. There's others with torches. People are moving about, but, everybody's getting tired, cranky, and, it's an emotional and stressful time that's going on there. A lot of people are still, their own health be damned, helping out. And you start to see a lot of the masses start to filter out a little bit, where it gets a little less crowded around.
I'm not stopping.
Okay.
For a while. Probably gonna go all night.
Okay.
I'm not stopping unless the crabs do.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and give me a skill roll of whatever skill you think you will be predominantly using to assist in this matter.
What my advantage be provided for the perception?
Yes?
Okay.
Thrain's over here
Damn.
cheating.
What the hell?
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
And then almost dead metal.
Um,
Oh.
Nice. Confirm it.
Kind of looks like your mouth is moving like you're talking, but you're muted. Nope, just coughing to death. Understood.
Oh.
Copycat.
I need another one.
Oh, I saw it freeze on it. Oh my God.
All right. So, Thrain, you continue throughout the night, even to the point of you being exhausted. Still, everywhere that you can, picking up debris, moving rubble, at any slight sense or inclination that there could be someone there, you're essentially peeling back whatever lies between you and that person to help get them free. Desmond, as you have your medical tent set up, you start to get uh, some people coming in that were injured from it, but most of the people that were directly affected by this are beyond basic medical capabilities. But the ones who were injured, people who were near the outskirts of it that were mostly minor injuries, minor to moderate injuries, people on the other side of the city that were hit with debris that flew through and they have contusions and lacerations. In the areas where the clerics of the city are being overwhelmed, they start to come to you and your tents start to fill up as you have yourself at this point a full-time job just keeping up with the amount of people that are coming in and providing any aid that you can.
He's full on has the plague doctor mask. Altered his uniform so it doesn't have the Eclipsean Order sigil. It's just the big Black Lotus symbol on the back.
Okay.
Uh, what's brain? Anybody that like can't walk, or once if I'm closer to the tent, anybody who actually can't walk that I'm bare, I'm gonna carry them to a tent and then go back.
Okay.
Somebody's got something that goes click, click, click when they turn it. That, yeah.
Nuh-uh.
I would say with Roderick while he's working, he would take just a moment as they got somebody out, like pull out his Eclipsean Order thing he hasn't worn for a while and like sport it just so people can see that they're helping or whatever.
Okay.
He's a help.
Yeah, and anytime Thrain runs somebody to the medical tent and comes back, if Thrain seems to be more effective with getting to people through the debris faster, then he's going to be working more closely with Thrain to get point out where people are.
Okay. That works. So Roderick, you using your blind sense, you're able to determine people that are buried deep enough that you can't hear them, and most everyone else, they're passing by these locations, and you're like, no, right here. Like there's someone right here. And after a while, Thrain finally catches wind of you doing that, and you two partner up, and Thrain just basically starts peeling back the layers to wherever you point to, and you're all able to find people much more efficiently as a pair. Um, a few hours into it, you would have one of your crablings come up to you, and they would say, "Roderick, we begin to dry and crack. We need to return to the tide."
Uh, yeah, stay safe, get into the water, take your breaks, get food, whatever you need, and just whoever is capable of helping safely, fine. Whoever can't, don't push it too hard. Can you spread that to the others?
He nods and he just walks directly over to Dillis and he starts talking to him. And Dillis nods and um, you see him start like walking around to the other crablings, and after a minute, like basically all the crabs have left and submerged themselves, and the only one left there is Dillis. And he's still right along with everybody else trying to clear the debris off. And you can see like this look on his face uh, as he's like clearing things up. Um, you see a sort of a bittersweet expression on his face, Roderick, as he's cleaning up rubble and trying to help locate people.
Okay.
Esmeralda, you would see, uh, you'd be helping find people working on the opposite side of where Roderick and Thrain are, pointing out any areas where you're seeing people. After a while, it seems how you were following the crablings closely. You would see them after a minute begin to dissipate into the waters, and like as you turn, you would see Roderick talking to them for a moment, and then all of them head to the waters, and then the elf that was there with them still there, uh, still moving things around, but you continue to work through the night and get everything going as well. Um, and how late is everybody going to be working until?
Roderick plans on going until he doesn't hear any other survivors.
Okay.
So pushing his exhaustion if necessary.
Okay.
As long as Roderick's going, Thrain's going.
Okay.
Is it really a question if Nell is putting themselves into mental fatigue to help others?
I still have to ask.
So Thrain doesn't realize he's tired because he hasn't stopped and thought about it. But if there is a more than 3-minute gap of digging, it's gonna hit him hard.
Yeah. What about Esmeralda?
Um, you said some of the crabs did stay, right?
No, all the crabs left. They
Oh,
had.
they all left? Oh, then I
Yeah.
went and followed them. I'm not getting in the water again.
Jump
Because I'm
into
not
the
left.
Cannonball!
There she goes.
God damn it, not again.
If you follow him to the water's edge, you'd see him like starting to walk in, and they'd look at you and say, "Landkin, we must return to the tide. We will be back once we are no longer dry and cracking."
That's fine. My job is just to protect you and make sure no one chases you.
Thank you, Landkin. We'll be back. And he dives into the water, and you see him kind of, as soon as he hits the water, just kind of dart out of sight.
She's just gonna plop down with her back to the water, but like facing to the city, and just kind of like meditate where she's still like aware of what's going on.
Okay. And what about Desmond?
I guess Desmond's just gonna be on and off all night. He gets someone new that gets brought over to him. He's gonna like come out of his trance, deal with them, making sure that they're good, making sure everyone else is good. Then, while he's waiting for more people or finish doing what he can, he's just gonna go back into his trance.
Okay. I would say you probably aren't going to have too many moments of respite on here. Like, it's probably going to be a pretty constant ordeal of whiny people.
Mhm.
I say whiny all insultingly, like, look at this little pussy just got flung miles away from their home from a cavern that erupted from the ground. Complaining that he's got a bone sticking out of his skin.
What a bitch.
Right? No, but there'll be no shortage of people that need some sort of attention. So.
Nell will be healing and stuff as they go, too.
Okay.
Because, magical healing is a quick boop.
Yep. And I mean, the funny thing is, the funny thing is when you think about like a commoner, like how much health a commoner has, like if you just give them like 1 or 2 lay on hand hit points, like that's like 20% of their health.
Yeah, that's why I was like, all right, well, I'm good.
Yeah, just 2 points
I got
here, 2
7
points
levels
there.
paladins, so that's 35, I believe, for the pool of lay on hands right now.
Yeah, you can get like 17, 18 commoners stable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess everybody but Esmeralda and Desmond, go ahead and give me a con save.
Do we we still have a +3 from Nell?
Yeah, I would say you probably do. At some point in time, you guys are crossing paths within this area of wreckage enough that I'll say that whatever skill save that you're doing there, you would still get the benefit of it.
Yeah, for like I guess like kind of field triaging, like the people that we get out that are barely clinging alive, we would save Nell's heals for that, just to get them over.
I'm not raging all the time. I only rage only lasts a minute.
Yeah, you're probably out of rages.
It would be. I would save my second until I have to. Like, I have to dig, and keep digging. But yeah, and so in the meantime, anybody who's barely clinging to life, I have spells and a healer's kit. So
Okay.
Perfect.
What do I have for my berries? Just in case it's useful. I need to use my berries.
I don't know. Roll them.
I'm looking for the right button. There it is.
Dim's the berries you got.
Hell yeah. Nobody's gonna be poisoned, but whatever. Telepathy for 60 feet for 1 hour could be useful.
+2 strength for an hour sounds pretty fucking useful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely gonna down that bad boy.
That last one looks nice, but might be deceiving.
The bright red one? Yeah, the aqua with a fluid-like movement inside is that one that would have been helpful earlier for breathing underwater, you son of a bitch.
Give one of the people that need help the berry, see what it does.
Oh, you need help? Eat this. Like, all right, we don't eat that one. That one we don't eat.
Yeah, no. Nell would
He wasn't
take
even
the
injured.
strength one
Now he's
and also the telepathy one.
Okay.
So that they could try to telepathically reach out for people that are in the rubble.
Okay. Okay. I like it. Esmeralda. Can I
What?
please have a wisdom saving throw?
Oh.
So you're all clearing up debris, triaging, patching people up the best that you can. Despite the great physical strain that it's put on you, you all are far surpassing and outlasting the common sea folk citizen. You're noticing that even a lot of the guard are starting to tire down. Some of them have doffed their armor and are taking breaks while you all continue to march through. And which seems like almost an instant after this started, it goes from light to dark, and then you all start to see the sun peeking over the water, over the eastern horizon. And as the light begins to just barely kiss your skin and create the long shadows of the houses, you all hear this laughter. And you hear, "How nice of you to bring that bothersome rune to the surface. You know, I lost a few good men trying to get that one. I'm starting to think that you all are the best ones on the payroll." And that's where we'll end it for the night.
Fucking hate this bitch.
Hey,
Uh,
Desmond has to rock.
I did say if anyone was pretty much almost dying that did have spells, how many spells would I have put out there, would you say? As for the healer's kit.
I mean, honestly, given the situation here, I mean, if you look at the outer ring, every one of those buildings are going to say is destroyed. So luckily, where the small circle is, that is basically you're definitely not surviving it circle. And we'll say that you have on the outer ring about a 30% chance of survival. So there's a lot of death, a lot of severely injured people. So as much as you would have been willing to burn is how much you burned. I won't dictate how much that is, but there is no shortage of injured people. There is no shortage of people that you could heal if you so choose to. But given all that you all have been enduring over these last weeks, months, I don't see any of you going completely tapped out.
No.
I specifically said I wasn't healing or using a single spell.
Yeah. So that's all.
Okay. That's updated.
Cool. All right. On that note, let me just quickly see if anyone is on, and we will rate out.
Is this person, how long have they been live? 37 minutes.
Who's that?
It's Tyler. I think we've raided to them once.
Is that what it's called? It's Tyler?
It's Tyler. UGH, it's Tyler.
Alright. Let's go right out to it's Tyler. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Megan, you made it. You made it all the way to 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of you. I say that sincerely.
That bed is calling my name.
Don't listen to it. Don't listen to the siren's call.
Listen, I'm gonna take advantage of it when I actually feel the bed's call, because John can tell you how many nights I just sit there and basically scream my head off that I'm awake until like midnight,
Alright, we'll
despite having to wake up.
go answer the siren's call then. We're gonna raid out. Everybody have a great night. Bye.
You continue to mess with it.
What are you doing? Yonia? Why are you messing with that?
Why would this be here if it was not used for something?
What do you find, Scrim?
Oh, do I need to roll an investigation check?
No, I